What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for joining us for another week of news, nerds. And we had off last week because Allcon was in the house, baby.
I don't know if we had off is the right description.
Yeah.
Like, we were busy.
I mean, we were there doing stuff. We had some great programming that we presented. Great turnout for most of our events that we held.
Yeah, most of the events we held were on the schedule, so that was nice.
Yeah, the one that didn't make it on the schedule did not do so well. But you know, we were ready for the D&D event, which we hope to get those videos posted here. Hopefully, if Cass can work some magic on
if my program works.
we had a very fun D&D game done up, of course, by our DM Cora over here. A murder mystery that I solved early.
To be fair, let me just do this little camera thing right here. To be fair, you kind of guessed at who the murderer was because you thought she was a bitch.
No, that was a calculated.
And we were right about that.
I mean, you were
Excuse
right
me.
about it.
No. It was my deductive reasoning and my observations of the characters and the
Too
events
bad you're in jail.
as they were. And I went,
Yeah,
I went
too
to
bad
jail.
you are in.
No good
Because
deed.
all three spellcasters took Tasha's hideous laughter.
That's messed
because
up.
it's an amazing spell that you should always have if you can take it.
We had a great game of online, actually, one that I'll do better on next time. But everybody that attended had a lot of fun. But I think the one I had the most fun on, admittedly, was the "It's Okay to Be Dumb at D&D" panel. That was great. Somebody was all playing Suikoden, but you know what?
I wasn't playing Suikoden. I was running a panel
You
for
were-
Suikoden
you
Day.
were-
That's different.
You were immersed in Suikoden.
I really
There
was.
you go.
We spent like 3 hours because we went way over our time. It felt like 3 hours, like in a good way, talking about Suikoden while we drew little pictures.
But once again, Allcon, fun event. Love going to that show every year. Can't wait for Allcon 2026. And yeah, what was you guys' takeaway from Allcon 2025?
I mean, the absolute chaos of the D&D game was quite good.
Got to play with Camber from the Five-Sided Fates
That was
family.
really fun.
Everybody's side-eyeing me as a vampire when she's up there
Immediately.
licking blood.
Immediately, somebody brought up a vampire, and I just went,
Too many people during that game were drinking blood. I was the most normal tabaxi in the room that was just trying to get a free meal and steal some stuff.
I showed up as my knockoff of Miss Scarlet, and everybody was like,
you were pretty sus. I mean, I thought you were a vampire.
But it was a great
Forgot
turnout.
that blood drinking typically a vampire sign.
weird bite mark.
But see, the thing is, you also were just like,
Yeah.
so like, no, everyone was just like, okay, so everyone's just weird.
When you're crazy enough, you don't notice vampires.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
And Cora lost Geek Match Game.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did. It's okay. I got a little barf bag of goodies.
Oh, I got to run a few games of Speedy RPG.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't selected as a celebrity for match games, so I went to the Five-Sided Fates room to see if they needed help, and they were like, "Have you played before?" And I was like, no, I've watched you guys play, and ended up getting to give Jerry a break. She's
Cool.
an introvert and was very tired of being like out there. So I ran a table of a couple rounds.
And they were running their own booth there with a lot of cool
Yeah.
stuff, too.
Yeah, they were.
I actually got some earrings for Becky from them.
The first card
And
that
of
got
course
pulled, first character card that got pulled by one of my players was Cassidy. And I was like, huh.
Nice.
So we had a good time
It was
there.
a good time. It was absolute blast.
Karaoke.
Karaoke was fun.
Yeah.
Got to
Woo.
see all the weebs when we did Every Time We Touch. Truly, that was my favorite one because every, you just point at me. I don't know what that means.
Might need to bring the volume up a little bit.
For who?
Probably everybody.
Okay, you got to give me more direction than a point.
Bring
then.
both sliders up. I
point
think they
at
might be a
you-
little bit lower than normal.
What?
If I point at you, do you know what that means, Kat?
I brought my volume up.
All right, I push them up. We'll see how that works.
Cool.
But
Yeah, absolute blast, start to finish.
as a reminder for everyone who wasn't there, if you ever posted anything to fanfiction.net, it's still there and it can still be accessed. And yeah, I can still read that. We can still read that. Which was a problem for someone. I heard from somewhere in the room someone just yell, "Fuck." Just like curse. It's like, oh. glad I could share that knowledge. Just like if you don't claim a fic on AO3 after a while, then someone else can claim it. Fun fact.
Might
Like-
kick it up a little bit more. It is kind of low. Sorry. I'm listening to it right now.
I need to know whose.
Everybody. Everybody's low.
Okay. I can't. I can only boost them up so much.
So, okay, we'll catch up to it. But anyway, I know I picked up an awesome 3D print of Jeff from Marvel Rivals, and that's the most favoriteest thing I picked up all weekend.
Here, little boy. Here he comes, the little special boy. He's sploot. Hold on.
That's a little bit better.
He's sploot.
He does sploot. I gave my daughter, well, not gave is a strong word. It got appropriated by my daughter, the smaller one. But it wasn't accurate to the size of Jeff in the game, so got to get the bigger one.
His eyes are also made of like a glittery filament, and I think it's really cute. And you can't see it on camera. That's okay. It's fine.
Just take our word for it.
Cool. Anyway,
Excuse you, not all the fanfiction on fanfic.net was terrible. Just most of it.
I was typing that exact same thing.
Some of
Yeah,
it.
I read some absolutely smashing slash fiction on there.
Yeah. Lemon.
and with that, we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off with some...
Wait, hold on. We don't know who everyone is.
oh,
we
but
never
really?
did introduction.
I'm thrown off. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Jason, Cass, Kat, and Cora over there.
Cass.
I wasn't giving you the opportunity to do it this week.
Took it.
I'm sad I don't have a Suikoden story this week, but I'm sure everyone else is relieved.
No,
All right.
no.
You don't have to lie. It's fine. Anyways, now, what were you saying, Jason?
Let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news.
Since you didn't answer.
Huh?
Here.
What?
I said who to put the camera on. You said
Oh,
everybody.
everybody? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the volume.
No,
Anyway,
I said camera. Who?
we're just totally thrown. I'm
and
thrown off this
you
week.
just didn't give me an answer.
Cora, go first.
Okay, hello. I bumped us way up, so if we're suddenly really, really loud, I am sorry. Jason is giving me directions that are not clear in whispered tones.
I'm terrible with that, so
I
sorry.
know. Next time, just send me a text message and point to your phone. I can read it.
Texty text.
Send me a little texty text, and then I can read it and do things. Anyway, hi. This is just a little quick hit because we had mentioned the Ao Oni, basically remaster, or not remaster, new game coming to most systems sometime this year. We still don't have a release date for it, but we do have a title, and that is Ao Oni, the Horror of Blueberry Onsen, which I do love that we've got the normal Ao Oni face here on the left, and in the background you can see one of the new features, which is we will have new Blue Oni wandering the mansion or the onsen, and the one in the background we can see is a little dog. They took a little dog and put an Ao Oni face on it. much to what looks like Cass's displeasure. In addition to a title, we also got a look at some of the features we're going to be getting. There will be co-op for this game, which will include a chat, so you can chat with other players, online rankings, a 16 times speed mode, which boy, I cannot wait to watch that. That's going to be great. And of course, as I said before, new Blue Oni to wander the mansion. I know this is a game that I'd brought up before that was really fun, and there's several creators that have videos on it. There are especially ones that have it about the whole series. I recommend watching them because, boy, these games are interesting. How do y'all feel about having all this information?
It's creepy, but I like it.
I actually recognize that face. I had a nightmare when I was like 7 that looked a lot like that face. So it's nice to see you again, old buddy.
the Ao Oni.
I would shoot that.
On site, yeah.
several times.
Unfortunately, the formula of the games, which will probably be the formula of this one, is you are an unarmed teenager exploring this for fun, not thinking anything.
But what am I in the game?
Sorry, but still an unarmed teenager
Sure.
exploring rumors of a haunted building. You know, the thing you probably shouldn't do, not just because there are ghosts, but because the building is.
Last
not
time
up to code.
I did that in a game, I think Christian ended up as a dead robot, and the rest of us fled from the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
I mean, we're seeing a pattern with already starting with you in horror games this show. Because we know what else is coming. Wait a minute. Not only her, apparently.
Yeah. They're all three of the girls on this show have horror stories. I have another horror game story.
I'm latching onto cats like a barnacle on a ship.
I mean, it started creepy and then it just went weird. But yeah.
All right. That's all I've got.
Let's go to me. Let's
go to Kat.
Cool. We're going that way.
Let's talk about a new must-play game called, it's not out and we don't know when it's going to be out, so it's not must-play yet, called Eyes Never Wake. We decided that it was too creepy a picture, the image for this, so we've substituted it for a...
I didn't put the puppy image.
Oh, okay.
I just grabbed the
one that I put with the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally
so,
cannot show the monster.
The monster creeps me out. It looks like a demon. It's called Eyes Never Awake. Here's the thing about it. It's wild. You have to, in real life, hide from the monsters. It's using your webcam. It's looking for you. And when it turns towards you, it uses your microphone too. When it turns towards you, you have to hide. You have to get under your desk. You have to not be in view of your webcam or it will find you and then I don't know what it will do to you. Lots of other times, you have to be in view. You have to, it has to scan your face to give you access to certain things.
Yeah.
And it's wild. It looks so creepy. And I don't know, there's something about it that makes me feel like hide and seek as a kid. Like, you got legitimately freaked out, even though there were no stakes.
Yeah, well, the way that we played it, if you found somebody, they did jump out and scare you if they could.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's because we were, but that, heart pounding, am I going to be found? For you techies out there, my immediate concern was so it's scanning my face all the time. I don't love that. The developers of the game have let us know that it uses OpenCV and OpenCV for Unity. They are pre-trained models and they don't save images. It runs locally. So this is not scary in real life, steal your information type of stuff. This is game.
That makes me want to play it a lot more. I will say, when we discovered, what was it? The ad for Smile 2, where you had to watch the trailer but keep smiling the whole time. I was slightly worried that this is where horror games are going. I really want to play this game, but I feel like I'm way too much of a coward to actually sit down in front of a computer and play this game.
Smile 2, you can watch, that was such a genius ad. You could watch the whole movie for free. But you had to be smiling, and that's the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
We discovered when we were doing our little review that smiling like they smile in those movies is scary to yourself because you don't want to see you doing that. Neither of us will watch that review just because we find ourselves smiling like that so freaky.
Yeah. And also, this isn't the first time I've seen, horror games, and especially indie horror games, using, your webcam for something. Mm-hmm. But it's the first time where it's been so, important of a mechanic. Because, Kanito Pet is a game where it's, you have a fake screen and you have, a little fake like desktop pet, like they had in like the early days of the computer. And you have to have your webcam available because KinetoPet will commentate on you. And then also commentate on like your friends list.
Yeah.
And it's great. Don't stream that game, by the way, if you have any real information, because it will just put it on the screen.
All I'm saying is,
Because it has a streamer mode, but you know.
Yeah.
if I play that game, I'm turning that desk around. Like, I'm not putting my back to this door. Ain't no way in hell.
There's a door right there, though.
I'm gonna turn it this way, so this wall here is at my back.
There's a door right there.
So this wall, man, never mind. You know what?
Too
I'm
many
not,
doors in this
I'm
room.
not playing that damn game.
So you just played in the closet with the only door. in front
I've
of you.
learned I'm not
Like,
playing
this is
scary
so-
games anywhere where somebody can walk up behind
That's
me.
absolutely fair.
This feels like a love letter to all of us who tried to make Mario jump further. By doing this. It integrates your actual
Seeing you play
I'm
physicality.
pretty sure that
Racing
worked.
games.
That worked.
Racing games, you tilted all the way.
I do
It
that.
works.
Yeah,
Obviously.
And not
absolutely. It helps you
tilted.
turn.
Tilted.
No, tilted was Overwatch.
Tilted was Overwatch. But yeah, like I really want to play this. I love the idea of hiding from your webcam. The demos I've seen of it, the guy like under the desk is incredible.
I have a standing desk. I'm just gonna raise it up.
I'm wondering if there will be. So, like, there is a. I don't remember the name of it because I'm bad with names. There's already a video game out there that, like, if you make any noise, you die. And you have to, like, the monster
Dude,
instantly gets you
I
have to start
hated
over.
that in
If-
Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
It happened in Alien Isolation. This was a indie game. The whole point was you as a person could not make noise. And if you did, the monster instantly killed you. Like, that was the whole point of the game. And it looked really interesting, except for the fact that I scream at everything. So a branch breaking would make me go, or something.
This is true.
If they had put that mechanic into Until Dawn, because sometimes you have to be still with your controller, I definitely would have died.
Yeah.
I love concepts like this. I loved the game where like you could was it Paranoia, where you could light a light and you would get less scared, but they could find you with the light on, and you had to like fight against your own insanity because you could hide in the dark.
Yeah,
but
I love
the
almost
light.
any version of that mechanic.
It's very much like my real life.
I am
anxiety.
still mad to this day when I sneezed in Alien Isolation and that damn alien turned
See
around.
the video where the guy farts? The alien.
And I didn't even have time to react. I just sat there and watched myself die like, wait, did he hear me?
There's another indie game called The Classroom. And it's just endless hallways and endless rooms and stuff with different monsters that you have to like solve the puzzles to move on to the next one, whatever. It is what it is. It's not interesting to watch, but it's really funny to watch clips of. There was a dude, he set it up, because you can have it for sound mode and not, which means you can have it set so that your sound alerts monsters or not, like your mic. And he decided to do it with his chat notifications for stream.
That's messed up.
My favorite clip is he was like sneaking in the bathroom, and he looked up and there was a monster in the stall, and it's one that's blind and can only attack if you make noise. And someone had paid for the fart notification.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just instantly got him.
Yeah.
I love this that like subscribers will put an auto sound, or they can like chat something at certain tiers that will make the AI say something.
Iconic.
Endless opportunity here.
The best ones are, or the best one is the metal pipe drop, because it's so jarring, and it's always when they're like locked into a horror game.
Yeah. If one of us gets a little bit of courage, we'll go ahead and
It-
play this game.
It is
Liquid courage.
not gonna be me.
I feel like top 2 maybes.
Yeah, I will sit in the room.
Yeah.
I will sit in the
I'm not
room.
letting anybody sit in the room with me if I play that game. It uses your microphone.
We have
too.
to do a handshake deal, not to do the creepy smile too thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sit in the room and we'll have like our little blankies and we'll just be like,
You promised.
I did it at Jason.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
I made no promises to anybody. Anyway,
All right.
anyway.
That's it for that story.
It looks interesting and fascinating.
we all both covered that one, or you got something, Cass?
No, I got something. You know, it's not scary. Unions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video game workers launch industry-wide union with Communications Workers of America.
Hell yes.
They talked to IGN. Yeah, we are getting a video game development union. This has been in the works for so long. There's been an organization since 2018 trying to get this done, and it finally happened. Now, that doesn't mean everything's fine and nothing is ever going to happen again. This union is just starting out, so they need people to join. They are saying both people that are hired by a company and freelancers are able to join this union. So this could be very powerful. All of those stories about developers being worked way over time and it being so unfair, this can help that a lot. Unionize. Unions are one of the best things that can happen. I think this is amazing. Tom Smith, Senior Director of Organizing, said the creation of this union was not done in isolation. It's a cumulative effort by thousands of video game workers who've been fighting for years to redefine what it means to stand together and reclaim power in one of the largest and highest grossing industries on the globe. These workers are taking a bold stand, joining together to build power for the workers behind the games we all know and love. I don't even have that much to say. I think this is absolutely amazing news, and I'm so happy for those workers.
I mean,
Video game developers needed a union.
Yeah.
Like, video game developers can be among some of the most abused and taken advantage of in the, what is it called? Sunsetting or whatever, when they're close to a release date and they just go into insane labor hours of unpaid overtime.
80, 100-hour weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I
people
want my
sleeping at
games,
their
but I want
desks.
people suffering for them. So
Exactly. I am happy to wait another couple of months for your next game. Like, just give these people the things that they need.
I'm
Over the Moon,
unhappy
this is
about it.
amazing.
I'm unhappy to wait, but I think it's more important to wait than it is to not care about it.
And to release games that hippos don't stand up on their hind legs and run around in like balloons and murder you. Shout out Assassin's Creed Origins.
No, my prediction is you will see more of that in the short term. There will be some more bugs on release.
I was pretty sure hippos could do that.
But eventually, when they stabilize, then we should get more accurate predictions.
Yeah.
Because they won't be able to just throw hours at it without consequences anymore.
Yeah. Over the Moon. Vocalize your support. Go and tweet at people. I don't know. I'm very, very happy about this.
Yeah.
They don't tweet.
Next,
like Blue
CGI.
Sky.
Yeah. Oh my God, please.
CGI is next. And please, God, let it be next.
NAI.
Hmm?
NAI.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got to say.
All right. Well, speaking of waiting for video games, happy Assassin's Creed Shadows Day. Why the hell am I here doing this show?
Cheers.
I should be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. It is downloaded. It is ready for me.
You gonna
Unfortunately,
build your little castle.
I need a new controller. My controller started drifting today.
We gotta get you a new one too.
It started drifting, and I'm mad about it. I can't do stealth missions with a drifting controller. Anyway, so like I said, today is Assassin's Creed Shadows Day, and we already have a patch, and it's one where they actually listen to suggestions for the game. So they were a bit alarmed with some of the trailers where Yasuke was kind of smashing through some temples, and some of the attendees at the temple were getting like messed up, and a couple of official government representatives in Japan took issue with this. Why did they take issue with this? Because they thought it might encourage people to do something like this in real life. You might be saying that's silly, but currently there are groups of assholes that go to Japan and are total dicks in public. And if you're one of those people, I hope you get hit by a bus.
One of them is actually on trial
I know,
in Korea.
in Korea. Yeah, I don't even want to mention their names, but if you're doing that, if you go into a country that's known for the people being very polite and nice, very demure, very mindful, and you're purposely being a jackass, especially for YouTube clicks, go fuck yourself. Anyway, regardless, the Assassin's Creed developers did listen to us, and they have toned down some of the destruction in the temples. You can still like break normal things like you would in game, like the pots and kind of things like that. You can move the tables, but you can't like go and just murk people in the temple. It won't. None of these are crucial to any missions as well. If you do this, it's a conscious choice to go in there and do it. But due to this outcry from the Japanese government wanting this kind of toned down a bit, they did listen, and I understand that Ubisoft has a lot riding on this game right now. They need this one to be a success. So the last thing we want is a country that is known for playing video games, especially of this genre, one that takes place in Japan, is turning them off to it in any way, shape, or form. I do understand this is more of a respect for those temples as well. If you do happen to visit Japan and I encourage you, go see the temples. They're beautiful. You will be treated well there. They are attractions of a sort, but please follow all the rules and be very nice to the people there. Be polite, be quiet. You don't have to not talk. Just be chill about it.
They're really eager to. I've been to Japanese temples. They're very eager to share with you the traditions
Don't
and
get it
the
twisted.
rules.
They want the tourism.
They want you to
They
go.
want you to see it. But
Be respectful about it.
Yes, be respectful. And yeah, they just thought, okay, yeah, we can tone this down because it wasn't something that was critical to anything in game. This is strictly just something side that is done, off over here. It has nothing to do with any linear part of the game or anything like that. So I like that they did this, honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
I was completely unaware of this. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely 100%
This
support.
patch went out this morning. It is live now, so you never even got to play the game with this option on. So yeah, get your patch when you get in there, play the game, and also enjoy Assassin's Creed Shadows, because I know I will as soon as I can get the hell out of here. I'm sorry, that was more personal than anything. I am excited.
You should be more sensitive to people who can't play it just yet.
I don't care about those people.
That's fair.
Are they right?
Extremely
Are they right here?
They might
in
be on
the
the same
room?
couch as you, but like whatever.
Kat, I'm
okay.
sorry, buddy.
Thank you.
You know how Kat loves a good Assassin's Creed game.
I know. I love Assassin's Creed so much. I
Strength.
love how they cut off their fingers to make like a visual
Okay,
sign of
all
being
right.
an assassin.
We're not
In
going to
spite
have
of
this
the
argument.
fact
We're not going to have this
being
argument.
an
Not on
assassin.
camera. We're going to have this argument.
We need to do this more often to get some more
Assassin
color
should
on our
always
face.
be subtle, but you know, whatever.
They don't have to
cut
do
off their
whatever you
fingers.
want.
What just happened?
I do love that the
Theater.
the second I put this on the everybody cam, y'all stopped. Fantastic.
Sorry, it's a lively chat. I just noticed some of that.
Yeah, Shrekun, for the people that are.
Thank you very much.
off
Anyway,
of-
yes, go visit Japan though, and see the temples. It's very lovely. Anyway, Cora.
All right, so in the vein of horror games, this game we unfortunately cannot play just yet. We do not have a release date. It's been talked about already. This isn't like a new piece of a new game we're talking about, but we're going to talk about some of it that we didn't have before, and that is Silent Hill F.
Oh no.
A trailer dropped while we were at Allcon, so I'm going to play that for you while I read the synopsis for the game. In 1960s Japan, Shimizu Hinako's secluded town of Ibisugaoka,
It was a good effort.
yeah, is consumed by a sudden fog, transforming her home into a haunting nightmare. As the town falls silent and the fog thickens, Hinako must navigate the twisted paths of Ebisugaoka, solving complex puzzles and confronting grotesque monsters to survive.
You played this for us before the show.
Yes.
This trailer just gets more and more unsettling. This is all calm right here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like the
You
first
should have like
scare.
jumped it ahead. You should have jumped it ahead.
I should have jumped it ahead, but whatever.
Because it is kind of a long trailer, but
It is.
but the game looks gorgeous. But this damn fog, that damn Silent Hill fog, when it starts rolling in, nothing good happens. I hate that fog with a passion.
I mean, we experienced that fog recently.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the thing that made me nope out of the trailer the first time.
I went to Cass when she was doing laundry the other night, just put my phone in front of her and was like, watch this, please.
Mm-mm.
So pretty.
Nah. Silent Hill and that, nah.
I'm very excited. So, all the Silent Hill games, I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong on that, up until this point have been very Western.
Yes.
Like Silent Hill itself was based off of a town in Pennsylvania.
At least all the all the major releases. So,
Yeah, all the major releases.
Japan's like, give us this, please, we can do this.
Yeah, and then Konami was like, hey, what if we did this in Japan? And made it a small rural town in Japan.
Perfect.
And let's also scale back the time period as well. I'm like, cool. I'm terrified.
Yeah, when you get the chance, go watch this sucker all the way through.
Yeah,
And it's like I'm just noping the whole time.
A lot of these, and I think it's so cool and so like realistic. A lot of the like East Asian countries that are like very adjacent to an ocean, that are islands that are very small. Korea has a very real fog that rolls in virtually every morning, or no, virtually it burns off in the morning, but early afternoon, nearly every day is this oppressive, like gray, thick fog. And it's like marine layer fog.
yeah.
And it's so cool.
Also, like Hinako, like the further that trailer goes, the
yeah.
more just messed up she is throughout it. Like,
Yeah, her uniform gets more and more distressed, which I appreciate because it actually shows.
there's
Like, instead of her outfit staying clean or just a little dingy the whole
like
time.
at one point the whole back is practically torn out. It's just like bloody
yeah,
and
there's a sleeve
like
missing.
nah.
The skirt is torn. Like, I love it. I'm very excited. A lot of it's very grotesque in a way. I'm excited for.
Yeah. I need to play more of these games. I tried to play one of them a while back. It was a very, very old one. Might have been 1 or 2, and it was pretty clunky. So
Yeah.
any remakes I'm down to play, and I want to play this. By the way, the Silent Hill movie actually slaps pretty hard.
It does. It does.
Go watch it if you haven't.
As a fun story, so I got to watch that for the first time when I was visiting a friend of my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
She was there to see her, but she was wanting to watch a movie, and Mom went out for a smoke, and she asked me what I wanted to watch. She's like, "Do you like horror movies?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like horror movies." I hadn't seen a lot. I was terrified. So we watched Silent Hill, and my mom came back inside at the scene where Pyramid Head first shows up with like the bugs. She immediately, about-faced, walked back outside, and as she's walking out the door, "Tell me when it's over," and just slammed the door.
Iconic. Absolutely iconic.
Yeah, it was just really, really funny. And then her friend lied and said, "Okay, all the scary is over," at the moment where he comes back and like fully. Yeah, she was not
Love
happy.
that.
It was so funny. Watch the movie again.
I don't have a
good.
story, more of an anecdote. In one of my subreddits, somebody popped up asking for advice about a semi-lewd female Pyramid Head. And now that's like goals. The picture I saw was so dope. There's like underboob.
I have some reference material.
Like,
I
oh.
already know which cosplayer did that one, and yeah.
Maybe my sister also did this.
Oh no, I'll show. I know.
Really?
Yeah,
Dope.
she did a female Pyramid Head,
Your
female
sister's
Pyramid Head with the
awesome.
same thing, and I was her bobblehead nurse.
Oh, Jessica Nigri totally did that one, and some
Okay.
shoes that
Yeah.
would
Was
probably.
it Jessica?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nigri?
that would. Then some shoes that would like. If I put those suckers on, my ankles would go snap, crackle, pop.
From the chat, all Pyramid Head is sexy Pyramid Head.
I mean,
Exactly. Thank you. You have taste.
Yeah, there's something like
hold
brutal
on, let me
about
move
it.
this from
That's
the-
like,
Jace, you have taste.
oh, that's our good friend Grog that was at the D&D panel.
yeah. Was that
You
Grog?
got
that's
taste.
fine. That's Jace Bennett.
Hey, nice Grog.
He was in the cosplay contest also at FateCon.
Was he?
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
where
go to that.
that's where we first met him.
Yeah.
I think I knew him before. Anyway,
All right, so the writer for this game is going to be Ryukishi07, who is the author and creator of When They Cry. We do not know his name, we only know his pen name. And it will be available for the PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. We, again, currently do not have a release date. And that's okay. I'm willing to wait as long as they want me to wait. Konami has reignited my trust with the Suikoden remakes. Found a way to weasel that in there anyway. And I do actually believe that they're trying, so I'm willing to give it a shot.
Absolutely. Gonna be
Someone was continuing our Disney character who can fight, and Tiana is in the conversation. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that on the social.
I believe she could kick my ass, and I would actually, I would like it if she kicked my ass.
Okay.
I know who I am as a person. Anyway, hey, Kat, what you got?
And you're a
I was Googling Jessica
Yeah.
Pyramid Head. That's not the one I was thinking of. I've seen a more lewd version than that. Anyway, so let's turn a corner because we have no choice here. Coyote versus Acme.
Yay!
So this $70 million completed movie got shelved in 2023, and people were really mad about it. Max decided to write it off as a tax break, and they just didn't show. It was done. Well, it might not be done anymore. A entertainment brand, Ketchup Entertainment, of The Day the Earth Blew Up, which I don't remember,
It came out recently.
has offered $50 million to take it, to promote it, and to put it out. I really wanted to see this movie. It's about...
I mean, at this point,
Like,
everyone wants it.
It was Wile E. Coyote, disappointed by constant Acme failures in his attempt to catch the Roadrunner, hires billboard lawyer Will Forte to be the... Yeah, that was it, actually.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's Jessica.
To sue Acme about their products. It had John Cena and Lana Condor in it, and everybody said it was really good.
No,
the
this
early
one
reviews were dope.
Yeah, this wasn't like something they just said, oh, it was terrible. It kind of ended up in that Batgirl situation where they were trying to like write them off for money, right?
Yeah.
They were only trying
Screw
to write
you,
it off
Warner
for
Brothers.
money. It had like
Glad you got that face
95% or something, like some
Yeah.
crazy early review scores.
Batgirl scored higher than friggin' Flash.
Yeah. And like, it seems like WB is trying to get rid of Looney Tunes almost. Like,
That would be
they've taken all their
dumb as
Looney
hell.
Tunes off of Max.
It's a good story
and,
for Defeat in the Mind. But
like, what are you doing? Put
there'll
it out
be
there.
no WB without the Looney Tunes. But
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Batgirl though, they dropped a fight scene from Batgirl. I wanted this movie.
Honestly, this gives me hope. If somebody else can buy the rights, and like I know that DC Universe is
Yeah,
different from
we're-
Looney Tunes, but like it gives me hope that maybe we see Batgirl, because I remember you talking about this movie. You were excited about this movie.
Yeah.
I was excited
Everyone
about
was
this
excited
movie.
about this
And
movie.
like, I'm gonna use our one, David Zaslav. Fuck you.
I already used it,
Fuck.
but
It doesn't matter.
whatever.
Yours was
He
mumbled.
was a huge part of like the actor strike and how long it took. Like,
Yeah.
quit being just a capitalist in the world of storytelling.
I think
it's
one
not
of-
cool.
There was this where Bugs and Daffy, they're ripping rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, and then they pulled David Zaslav season.
Like,
We can
we
just
don't.
say CEO season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
I mean,
Nope, we're not allowed to. The reflections of what I just said doesn't reflect my opinion. Nope, that's not right.
We mean
I
by
couldn't get my Luigi
season,
hat.
we
Anyway.
mean we want to put salt on them. That's what
Yeah,
we mean.
yeah,
And no
seasoning.
threats
Anyway.
A little bit
here.
of lemon pepper. Not in a Hannibal way.
Not to cook them.
Anyways, I think
I
we're
mean,
making this worse.
the outcry has been enough. Come
What
on
we
now.
mean is tax the rich, not
I mean-
eat them, right?
Clearly, the
Why not?
outcry is doing something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm happy about this. The people
Same.
want this movie. This isn't like Morbius where we were fucking around, okay? We didn't really want that. I'm sorry. We didn't. But we want this.
I cannot believe they fell for it.
I know,
It's
right?
one of the funniest things that's happened in pop culture in a long
I
time.
definitely participated. Yeah, I'll go watch it again.
Yeah, I was brushing my teeth that day and I couldn't make it, but like I really wanted to see it. Put it in the theater.
Jace actually had a good point, and I also agree based on all the movies I like. Movies, regardless if they are good or bad, will find a niche and are usually loved eventually.
Unless it's Kraven the Hunter.
One of my favorite movies is Phantom of the Paradise. I have not seen a damn person talk about this until like within the last year because of it's like the 50th anniversary. And now it's like, oh yeah, actually this is really good. Hey, is this where Rocky Horror came from? Like it's not.
You know what? You know what movie bombed on release? It's A Wonderful Life.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good example. And it is a classic.
Dungeons and Dragons didn't do so well, and it keeps breaking the top 10 for Netflix right now.
It's such a solid movie.
God. Please give us a second, please.
We've seen
Transformers
some
1.
Good.
Transformers 1. There's still hope. There's still hope for that.
Rocky Horror.
Yeah, Rocky Horror.
Not
bombed.
traditionally successful when it was
The
released.
Room bombs. A lot of movies bomb that are quite good, and others are The Room.
Sometimes movies bomb for a reason, and then we never talk about them again. Or we talk about them and, man, just don't do this.
This could be like a whole other subject.
We need to rethink
do-
our distribution model is basically what it comes down to. Big
Yeah.
distribution is not serving like actual entertainment very well. Anyway, that's it.
So, I need you to focus with me for a second.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Jeff Daniels, Emmy Award winner, just got cast as Jason Segel's dad in Shrinking. I need you to look at this image and tell me this isn't the most perfect casting you have ever seen in your entire life. Does that not look exactly like that man's dad?
That does look like it
He
should be
looks
his
Holy
dad.
more like
shit.
his dad than Jason Segel's dad looks
We
like.
looked up Jason Segel's dad. Jason Segel's dad looks less like just Jason Segel's dad than Jeff Daniels does.
That's really funny.
Also, I don't want to push it, but Emmy Award winner Jeff Daniels, because The Newsroom,
That's true.
iconic TV show, not important.
Oh, yeah.
Shrinking season 2 finished airing a month and a half-ish.
Longer.
Longer than that.
I think like during Christmas.
Maybe. Season 3 is in production right now, but this casting announcement just came down. If you're not watching Shrinking, go watch Shrinking. If you liked Ted Lasso, if you
You're
liked
mad because they're all
Scrubs.
good recommendations. We keep recommending you very good shows.
Yeah, do you like Severance? Then maybe take our recommendations a little bit more seriously.
This man texted me at like 10 o'clock a.m. on like a Friday and was like, what the fuck is the show?
While you were at work, bitch.
Technically, I was working from home that day.
Uh-huh. And what else were you doing?
I was watching
You
Severance
were
while
watching Severance.
I had my tablet playing it while I was answering tickets.
One of my
Shrinking.
brothers texted me this week, us this week and was like, holy moly, this
Yeah,
is
I have to get
bonkers
caught up
show.
because Becky got into it. So
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, yeah,
Spreading the word.
Severance finale airing.
Season finale.
Season finale airing.
Probably
pretty
up right
soon.
about now.
Yeah.
Apple TV.
Shrinking. Comfort show, but also one of the most in-depth, just very human shows I've seen in a very long time. If you like Scrubs, if you like Ted Lasso, it's made by the same guy, Bill Lawrence. He's an absolute master of the craft of just how humans interact, and it's amazing TV show. By the way, starring Harrison Ford in one of the best roles I've ever seen him play. Icon therapist. Harrison Ford is a therapist. Absolutely amazing TV show. Please go watch it.
Cass has a tendency to like dive into like and she's right about all this, the characterization. This is one of the funniest shows
It's
on
one of the
TV
funniest shows I've ever seen in my life.
right now. Now it does have a tendency to do the Kristen Bell meme of with its
Genuinely
endings.
went from laughing to crying in 20 seconds during one of the season 2.
But it is one of the funniest shows.
Please go watch it. Jeff Daniels season 3. That's all I got.
It still has like Kobe Smulders showed up in this season. Jason Segel is still quite funny.
Michael Urie went to my college, our college.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Brett Goldstein is a writer on it and showed up.
In the second season. It's great. All right, what?
If you don't know who
Ow!
Brett Goldstein
that actually
is,
hurts.
if you don't know who
Stop! It's a
Brett
little
Goldstein
spear.
is,
Stop.
He's Roy Kent in Ted Lasso, the super hot
Mm.
scowly dude.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that. Stop stabbing me with that.
Then do the story.
Is it my turn?
Sorry.
Ah!
Sorry, Jason.
Give me that.
do
Stop
the story.
jabbing me. I'm trying to.
You gotta do the story.
Anyway.
If you don't do a good job.
So, a little bit closer.
People
Anyway,
don't work well
Power
that
Ranger
way.
fans, look, I know it's been a rough year. We got the awesome Once and Always a Ranger on Netflix. It was a great, and shortly thereafter, Hasbro announced that, yeah, we're going to be going away from Power Rangers after spending, a couple of $1 billion for the franchise. The figure line has been canceled or put on hiatus. Playmates is picking up the license, but hey, that's good. Toys should always be for kids. They are a little bit more kiddie. But we have been without a live-action Power Ranger series for quite some time after the latest one that they went straight to Netflix on. Well, the showrunners of Percy and the Olympians, Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz, are in talks to write, showrun, and produce a live-action Power Rangers series for Disney Plus and 20th Century TV. Thank you. Look, Power Rangers is not that hard. We look at what they did in Japan, we borrow that stuff, and we make our own thing. You kind of just mix it up and, get rid of all the Japanese stuff and put some English stuff in there, leave some of the Japanese stuff, and then you make a show. It doesn't have to be great, but what it does have to be is tailor-made for children, because they're the ones who are going to go out and buy the toys. Look, I'm a Power Rangers fan. I watch Super Sentai. I watch old school Power Rangers. I will come around to it. Make this show for kids, okay? Once and Always a Ranger was a really great movie. Gave some closure. We love seeing some old faces. That was for us. We need a new series that brings other young people into this series. And I think the Percy and the Olympians people are kind of the perfect team to bring this about.
It feels like it, yeah.
Yeah. We want to cater to a young adult audience and kids. These are the perfect people. Now, they do plan to, as they say, reinvent the franchise for a new generation of fans. Okay, look, you don't have to do all that. Just, go with what they've already done. They got suits and already just waiting for you over in Japan. They're not using them. They're in a warehouse. You can get them pretty cheap. Anyway, a bunch of stuff about we see significant opportunity for Power Rangers across our entire brand blueprint, including toys and games, consumer products, digital gaming and entertainment, as well as geographically throughout our global retail footprint. This is Brian Goldner, the Hasbro chairman and chief executive officer. So, yeah, a lot of this is being licensed out, but I guarantee if Hasbro sees somebody else making money with Power Rangers, they'll be like, oh, it's hot again. Let's just go ahead and scoop that up and ride that wave, because they'd love nothing better than making money. So I am hopeful for this. Power Rangers have been a staple since 1994. So it makes sense to keep it going. We've had our ups, we've had our downs. Sometimes it's gone away, but you know what? It's been away too long. I am ready for some new Power Rangers. The more people that we bring into this franchise, it's just like a family thing at some point. Once and Always a Ranger. So yeah, bring it on. I hope the next series is good. We're still probably a couple years away from seeing anything on it, but yeah. They're in talks to lead this new series, and I can't wait to see what they got.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Steinberg also developed Human Target, which was a kind of run-of-the-mill action series, but had some pretty decent action. So you always want that in a Power Rangers series. So I think I trust him with that. Percy and the Olympians had some ups and downs. Not the most subtle show that I've ever seen in my life, but yeah, some pretty decent action.
To be fair, Percy and the Olympians has a reason to not be the most subtle.
Yeah.
I've got some ideas for the next series to let y'all know. So anyway.
Yet they
Does
never
it involve
call
the
us.
trained penis?
You mean
We'll never have
trained?
that show ever.
Trained or train?
I'll show the clip
Sorry,
later.
what just happened?
No, there's
We
a
wanted a Percy. We don't want
No.
a Percy.
fun
No.
fact.
He's
There,
12. We
there-
don't want a Percy. trained
no,
penis. I
there
don't
was
know what
there
you're
was a
talking
series in Japan, Tokuger. It was a train-based Power Ranger series, and the second episode was They said absolutely not. We will not have this series on, and I will show you why. But anyway, Cora, on to you.
Oh, okay. It's on to me. All right, so we've got some more casting confirmations for the Devil May Cry series, or the anime specifically that's coming to Netflix. I'm going to show the image and I will get to all the voices. There's going to be one on there that's going to surprise people, and I will explain. So we have Scout Taylor Compton, who is a horror actress. She's in the new, like in the reboot of, what's it called? The reboot of the Halloween series. She is going to be playing Lady, who is the lead actress. That is her name, Lady. Hoon Lee, who was Splinter in the 2012 Ninja Turtles, and Shredder in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He will be the White Rabbit.
Oh.
Chris Coppola, the comedian, funny enough, is going to be Enzo Ferrino. Robbie Damon, who has been in so much.
Baby boy.
Baby boy. He's going to be another baby girl. He's going to be Virgil.
Yeah.
Who's Dante's brother, who is also an asshole. I love him dearly.
He can do that.
And now for the one that everyone's looking at, Kevin Conroy, known as Batman, will be a character they developed specifically for the show named VP Baines. Now let me explain.
Yeah.
This show went into production in 2019, which was before his passing, and they have already stated he recorded his lines himself before his passing. There has been no AI used for this role.
Well.
And this isn't even just hearsay. The director and producer came out and stated that very clearly. So, no AI has been used. This is his voice. And that also leads to a rumor that I saw as well, because I can't find a role for him, but I saw him listed on some sites as having a role. Tony Todd.
Aww.
Is also potentially in this show. I say potentially because I have nothing to prove it. But that would also be very cool, especially since we have this confirmation with Conroy that his lines would have been recorded.
So potentially 2 times during this series you're going to cry.
Yeah.
Like upon the introduction of a character.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, let's go.
The Netflix show will be releasing on April 3rd of this year, for everyone that is curious, and by that point we will have a full cast list. There is a new trailer out. I did not grab that. I didn't want to show too many trailers. Besides, the whole point of the trailer would be voices. You can hear Conroy's voice in the trailer. Oh. I don't know which character is him, to be honest. I don't know who VP Baines is. We have no reference for that. But you can hear him, and it did make me cry a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, if I know we're never going to not associate him with Batman because he is the just best voice of Batman ever. But I remember we had the pleasure of interviewing him, and Des, she was the one that did the interview, and she actually got into some of his other work, and he really wanted to talk about that, and it opened my eyes to some of his other work too. So yeah, I really want to see this just because I know, love him as Batman, but he did other things. So
yeah, I'm always excited. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the big cam. I'm always excited to see what other roles he's in. There's always those actors that you see them in a role and you're like, yes, I don't care what it is, I'm sold. I don't care what's happening, sold. He's wonderful.
He was an icon and a really chill, compassionate dude.
Absolutely.
We're not gonna start talking like Kevin.
No.
I'm really excited that we also have Johnny Young Bosch. He's going to be Dante. This cast is incredible. I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. And there is one other thing I wanted to bring out, which is a fun comedy thing that I think everyone will enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the so. As everyone is probably aware, in the first trailer they released for this show, they played Limp Bizkit's Rollin'.
Oh God!
They had to agree to one piece of all right, if you're gonna use this, you have to do this. They agreed. Limp Bizkit is going to be in here. The lead singer of Limp Bizkit is going to be somewhere in
Fred
Devil May
Durst?
Cry. Yeah, he's gonna be in there. anytime they use his work, he has it in his clause like, I have to be here. I don't care where. So there, at some point, this I'm going to set the scene for like my ideal of what I want.
Oh, Lord.
I want there to be a Limp Bizkit concert happening. Since we're in a modern setting and all, in a city. I want a Limp Bizkit concert happening, and I want a demon to swoop in and eat him. And then the characters are coming in while the song is playing.
Just the
and they're
red hat
fighting.
is left.
Yeah. Like, because I feel...
Leave behind one of his blue eyes.
Wow.
Because I feel like...
Okay.
Like, if I
Behind
was
Blue
ever...
Eyes. His
Sicko.
cover of Behind Blue Eyes.
Kind of slaps, actually.
Anyway.
If I was ever graced with the opportunity to be in the Devil May Cry anime, I want to be a victim. I want to be murdered by a demon. I think that would be fun.
Who did you say Johnny Young Bosch is playing?
Dante.
I don't know if you remember Johnny Young Bosch, Lelouch from Code Geass.
Yeah, he's been in so much.
Adam Park from
That's what
Power
we know
Rangers.
from.
Yep, he was the Black Ranger from the movie. Which always fascinated me.
I only know him from
Trigon.
Code Geass.
I
Yep,
like
he was the
Code
original,
Geass.
um,
It's indefensible, but I
He's
like
been
it.
the voice of Vash the Stampede. I have
Yep.
to say it like that.
The original voice for Vash the Stampede, Johnny Young Bosch.
Sure.
Essentially, just look up Johnny Young Bosch. You'll see a whole list
He's
of
amazing.
roles.
You'll see something that you've seen.
He-
100%.
He's been in a Suikoden game.
Hey!
Fun fact, they actually finally released the copyright when Cora did the story about the theme song to Devil May Cry this week. Thank you, Netflix. You jerkbags.
Yeah, it's why we also...
Do we need to thank them?
No.
Obviously, they did it because
They just never answered
Cora
it.
talked
Yeah,
about
it only it ran the copyright claim ran out after 30 days.
I'll take it. That's the other reason I didn't grab the newer trailer.
Because we just go through the same thing all over again.
We get copyright claims all the time. But we have to defend
Fair
them
use
under
is
the
fair use.
Yeah, fair use.
Anyway,
and under the Ron Swanson Act of I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So get your rock ready, your rock and roll. I forgot what that genre is called that they're in. It's like rock rap or something.
yeah,
It's
something
rap
like that.
rock. Yeah.
Rap rock. Yeah. Get your albums ready. Also, I do believe I can't remember who did the second trailer. It doesn't matter.
No.
Oh, you no.
Just me.
Oh, you sound surprisingly like a man
I do.
singing.
It's because my illness. All right, I'm so sorry, Kat.
Kat, what you got to say for us?
Okay, so The Twisted Mind of Ben Stiller. Everyone knows that Zoolander and Severance are practically the same thing, right? Like
Yeah.
they're workplace comedies where things get a little wrong. He made Severance. Severance is so messed up of a show that it being a Ben Stiller property is just wild to me. But he's here to remind us that he's the same guy that he's always been with his new movie, The Dink. The Dink appears to be almost like a dodgeball sequel. It's about pickleball. It's about
The
pickleball.
best sport.
Pickleball is a garbage knockoff of tennis. It's for people who aren't athletic or coordinated enough to play the real sport. And so they play this thing that's like the athleticism of ping pong masquerading as a PE sport, right? So clearly everybody agrees with me because this movie appears to be about Jake Johnson, a professional tennis player, being forced to play pickleball, the knockoff for not athletes version, to save his club. You can say that I'm being unfair, but I'm not being unfair. This is the take this movie will have, 100%. I know this because it includes people like Andy Roddick and John McEnroe, two former professional
And what is John
temper-ridden
McEnroe known for doing?
playing tennis.
Throwing hissy fits
Okay, no.
on the court.
You could be known for hissy fits. He's known for tennis. That's what he's known for. He also
How
threw some hissy fits while he was out there.
how dare you defame the wonderful name of pickleball in your attempt to make tennis
What?
seem like a better sport when clearly pickleball is the more honorable sport?
This movie is called The Dink. This movie is taking the... Okay.
Yeah, it's based on a pickleball rule.
No. Let me tell you. They're doing this on purpose because something weird happens to you when you start playing tennis that Cass and I actually both experienced in the past year. When you start playing tennis, you immediately develop a entirely rational resentment of pickleball. They take
That I got over it because I'm a bigger person.
You literally got over it because you're
It's getting
smaller.
personal here. I'm just
I was
gonna.
about to say, didn't you say that you
Because
started
you're
playing-
little.
No, I didn't say that.
I have legitimate anger with pickleball in my life. People take up the courts, and I was into a new cardio sport I was really enjoying, and now nobody will play it with me because they want to play pickleball instead, which I hate.
By the way, the dink is a pickleball rule that means to shoot short and land in the kitchen, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to call the thing in the red lines that means you're too short.
It sucks.
Except nobody's too short because we're all good members of society, even if we're under 5'5". Not that I am, but other people that are under 5'5" are perfectly wonderful members of society.
It
Yeah, they can-
sucks
They
and
play
I
the
hate it.
superior
And
sport, pickleball.
the movie is coming out, and I think we'll be very angry at
What's it like
pickleball.
to sit on a toilet and swing your legs?
It's nice, Jason.
I do have a question about pickleball. Do they call it pickleball because they've pickled the ball? Did
They
they
call it
brine it?
pickleball after some guy's dog, or perhaps a boating incident.
That is the most posh bullshit I have ever heard. I like my theory better.
It's awful.
I think
Is that
working
really
class
why?
people play pickleball and rich people play tennis?
It's both.
If it's a little breezy, you can't play it.
That's why they have indoor courts.
I don't know. Good
Anyway,
argument
the
against
dink.
Oh wait,
the
no,
dink-
that's
Is true?
what's the game where you hit the ball against the wall with the
ball
paddle?
ball.
Racquetball. So
Racquetball. That's what I'm thinking
But
of.
you play racquetball indoors.
Mostly
Anyway,
inside.
the Dink is coming out at some point. It stars Jake Johnson, and
That's a
Ben
shame.
Stiller is supporting Andy Roddick, John McEnroe, Mary Steenburgen, Ed Harris, Christine Taylor, Chloe Feynman, and Martin Cove.
Hold on. Jay burned all three of us in the chat. He's like, that is the whitest shit I've heard in weeks.
Yes. Thank you.
you don't play anything.
Thank you so much. I'm
You
just
don't
sitting
play
over.
anything.
I'm just sitting
What
over here
do you
like
play, Jason? What sport do
white
you
clo-
play?
I-
You play shooting. You play Assassin's Creed. That's
I
not a
beat
sport.
people's asses. That is a sport. I spar.
Didn't burn all three of us. He burned you.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Pickleball is the beer pong of tennis. And table,
That's so rude
and
and not
table
even
tennis
true.
exists. That is the whitest thing I've heard in weeks.
I
Sorry,
missed the
Cass,
start of
you're
that.
on the
Sorry, no.
wrong.
Thank you, because I see people playing pickleball at the
listen to
gym,
me, listen to me.
and I'm just like,
Pickleball is a better. I don't know.
It's
It's-
not. It's worse.
what's the thing they play with the stupid the shuttlecock? What is that?
Badminton.
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 Exactly. Right here, man. I'm like,
No.
We don't play that.
Tennis
No.
is defamed as like a rich person sport, but the thing about tennis is what you need is a court, rackets, and a ball. Like, we're not wealthy people.
So-
we could play tennis. It was
We did
easy.
play tennis for less than $20.
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
I love that this has just become an argument for pickleball, unfortunately.
I
I
play
apologize to everyone out there.
With
Hold on,
you,
hold
Greg.
I'd like to bring
Hold
up
on.
something more hopeful, please.
Hold on.
have a good
Before we
argument,
move
but
on,
I
I have
do
to
like
I have to look
pickleball.
for one thing.
Oh no.
No, hold
No,
on.
you don't. You really don't.
No, this will prove a point.
It,
Oh, I hate.
that
If
pickleball
you
sucks.
pull up an sports anime, I'm gonna lose my mind.
There is an anime
No.
pickleball.
No, there is not.
No, I'm pretty sure there is, and I don't know that as a fact. I
No,
know that there is.
so-
It's in development,
feel
I'm
it in
sure.
your soul.
It's. I feel as though I'm right.
So, no, there is not, and that's how much of a non-sport it must be for
Oh!
Oh, okay, all right. We don't have to pile up against gas over here. That feels unnecessary.
Wow!
Extremely rude.
It does not exist if it is not an animated core. Hey. Just punch it. There you go. Okay, cool.
All right.
That was worth it. Okay, can I go ahead and
By
can
the
I go ahead and put
I-
this last
no,
one in there?
No, I have to go next, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
you do. Yeah.
I do.
I forgot, the
that was
pickleball
not
thing went
my
wrong.
thing that ended up being,
And yet- and yet-
roasted for 45 minutes.
And yet you just kept it going.
All right.
Hashtag Cora burn. That's what I just got from
I'm
a
gonna burn
viewer
your
in a
computer
text.
tonight.
Hashtag Cora burn.
All right. So, we thought Ted Lasso ended somewhat underwhelmingly. If you watch Ted Lasso, you know that a lot of people, myself included, felt like the finale was somewhat lackluster. And a little bit kind of oddly bleak for a TV show that was about community and about hope and about love. The good news is, it's not over yet. Ted Lasso Season 4 has been announced. This is kind of crazy. Okay, so the finale very, very much felt like a series finale, and it's been a while since it happened. So, yeah, we thought that this was over and done with. Maybe a spinoff, but no, they're doing a Ted Lasso Season 4. It seems to be about him coaching a women's league, which can be a lot of fun. We don't have a lot of casting announcements. We do know that Jason is coming back, Jason Sudeikis. It seems like Nick Mohammed, Hannah Waddingham, and Brett Goldstein are all coming back. I imagine a lot of the other cast is coming back. We don't know for sure. But I don't know. It seems like a second chance for the series. It one of my favorite TV shows of all time. The ending was a little bit odd, honestly, for the series. And I have a lot of hope that the next season could kind of bring back that spirit of hope that we all associate with this TV show. They did announce a recasting, which sank my heart a little bit. It's his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his son's like 8, 10, something like
Unfortunately,
that.
children tend to grow up.
They do tend to grow up, and especially if you have a different jump of time in the series than you do in real life, like that tends to need to happen. And my best to the kid, I think that he'll do great. He was great in the previous
I understand that.
seasons.
Let's not do a Stranger Things. Them kids need hip replacements by now.
Dude, I was watching something on that recently. They're supposed to be like 15. Some of them are pushing like 23, 25, and they look extremely
Wait,
odd.
didn't Millie get married?
She got married, yeah.
Just-
Yeah, straight up married. And yeah, a lot of those kids are old enough to drink, and they're playing 15-year-olds, so that's not great. Yeah, I don't know. Ted Lasso Season 4, I'm absolutely down. The last season had some missteps, I felt like. Not a terrible show, just some stuff that I would have rather.
Very good show with this season with some missteps.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is Bill Lawrence. I've loved 90% of what he's done. Brett Goldstein is the story editor for most of Ted Lasso. Masterpiece.
You know what would be hilarious if they recast the kid as just somebody else on the show? Like he's just a whole new character.
Ted Lasso's son will now be played by Juno Temple.
Got to keep him young.
Yeah.
Here, drink this coffee. Smoke these cigarettes. Stunt your growth.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was
I'm excited. We'll see what happens. We have almost no information. We have, hey, season 4 is happening. Jason Sudeikis, a couple other people coming back. That's it. So we'll update you when new information comes out.
Well, I'm closing out this week,
Yeah.
so I would like to preface the story with guys, everybody out there, please take care of yourself. Get yourselves checked. Get your under the hood checked. Make sure, because we want you to stick around as long as you can. Not those, okay? Go to the doctor, get your checkups, be healthy. We'd like for you to stay around as long as possible. Because what I have is a story of kind of hope. Now, one thing, unfortunately, we suffer from around the world is heart disease. And there is a serious lack of people that are able to give their hearts to other people so that they can continue to live. It is a severe shortage, which is why we have such a high mortality rate for heart disease. But we have had stopgap measures that have come into place, things like pacemakers, and even a mechanical heart, a titanium heart made by a company called Bivacor. Now, they have been using these as kind of stopgaps in people who are awaiting heart transplants, should they become available. But we have a brand new, a double milestone with the gentleman. He is in his 40s. They didn't reveal his name. He was experiencing severe heart failure. His heart was unable to pump enough blood to meet his needs, so they gave him the Bivacor, which is keeping him healthy. But not only that, he has now passed 100 days on this device and is being released from the hospital.
Okay.
The device is actually uses a magnetic motor system to continue basically circulating the blood through his body. And that's the device that you saw. It looks really cool. But yeah, this is amazing. And they are actually developing these to, if necessary, replace the human heart. I absolutely love when technology comes screaming in to save the day. Things are still like he's being monitored very closely, his vitals and everything. But as far as 100 days on this device, and he's able to go. And not only that, they said he is doing very well. So, yay technology. I mean, once they come out with Winter Soldier arms, I might have an accident. Just saying. But for now, it does give hope for the future. Better living through science. If we can't do it through medicine, let's do it through science.
Hell yeah.
Do you feel like this could make you love a little bit more, make you love sports that are maybe
Oh no, that's still going to be
underrepresented and
well. The good thing about this
have
is
undue hate upon them?
the good thing. If I was to ever get this, it would be like the Grinch heart. It never would grow. It would never grow. I'd be measuring it.
I think classically that's the opposite.
I'm
of the Grinch
down
heart. The
2
Grinch heart actually
sizes.
grew 3 sizes, so
You would die.
your heart would have to grow
I do love that.
because
I do
of
love.
all the love.
No, I love
for
that scene
your
in the
fellow
Grinch when
citizens
he gets the monitor. He's like,
singing that dumb song.
nah. I respect the Grinch. He was right. And no, stop.
Welcome Christmas.
So anyway, titanium hearts, bring it on. I mean, with this tech, hey,
Amazing.
other people need other body parts. Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm sorry, make me
Titanium
mechanical.
ears.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I would love for something like that. Anyway, yeah,
Let's do cyborg, except you're not.
I'll take cyborg parts.
Lame guy that just goes.
Plus,
does
I
lasers.
need to be a cyborg for the upcoming robot war.
Yeah, fair.
Have you ever seen what Boston Dynamics is doing?
You're going to be the middle ground.
See, you get to be a robot for the robot wars. I'm planning on becoming a skeleton to fight in the skeleton wars.
Ooh.
I
I,
I am just
dry
a-
bones.
I am just a
Dry
skeleton
bone wars.
puppeting
Skeleton wars.
this body.
I did love in that one scary movie where she she disassembled the skeleton man because he just did not respect. He's a skeleton. What are you gonna do?
These are bones.
These are bones, Sydney. Anyway, yeah, that's my story. Hey, bring on the titanium hearts. Please make it, dude.
Make
I'm pulling for you.
vibranium hearts.
I don't think vibranium is a thing. Also,
Yet.
doesn't it like absorb the energy? We kind of, I don't know about that.
Oh no, what's the other one? What's the Wolverine? Adamantium?
That it needs to like anyway.
Can I have a Gundarium heart?
I just want a Gundam. Give
Let's
me a
just make
Gundam.
up all the what's the unobtainium, dumbass avatar
no,
shit.
No, that does not enter into the conversation.
All right,
This is a serious conversation
Oh,
about
of
medical
course.
science.
Of course,
Unobtainium.
yes.
No.
and it now comes to a close. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us out there in Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of this show that we do. We are.
I was extremely excited about that. I didn't die.
I do plan on streaming some Assassin's Creed Shadows this weekend because I want to play the game. It gets me off of Marvel Rivals for a little while.
That's fair.
Just if you want to come over and watch me play it, go ahead.
No.
Okay,
I'll
there
play
you
it
go.
myself like an adult.
And in the vein of games, if you haven't yet,
Oh, Lord.
you should absolutely invest in the Suikoden 1 and 2 remasters and play those from experience. They are fantastic. It feels like you are playing the original games with just some better graphics.
Did this motherfucker just say invest?
Yes, I did. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but if you want to play the originals, I do hope you have deep pockets. They are very expensive and hard to obtain. So this is your best chance to not only obtain them, but play them, and then you have them forever. The only downside is some of my favorite glitches aren't there, and I will just have to live with that. Please play them.
Oh,
Did
we
you
all
just
do, yeah.
have to get a Suikoden statement?
Yes, I did.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I did. I just want people to play them now that they are available, because that was an excuse for people not to play them before. And now they are here. Let me just get into the mic real quick. They are available. Please play them, for the love of God.
My God, just
That's all.
cools. Anyway, yeah, don't suck it in or something. Anyway, I'm sorry, that was actually a Freudian slip. Suikoden. So,
Irredeemable.
please like this video,
Unacceptable.
subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow us, please follow us over on Facebook at SCNS Live, of course, at SCNS Live on Instagram and Blue Sky, and on TikTok. Got some pretty cool videos up there from All-Con Weekend. Please don't comment on me singing DMX. It was,
Comment on it, because
Oh,
it's amazing.
So
was
good. I
dope.
loved it, yeah.
It was so good.
figured it was an 18+ crowd. Might as well do that. That was a lot of fun, actually.
so good.
Yeah. So yeah, follow us on all the socials. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram at JasonTheX.
Instagram and what's up? Threads at The Good Cast and Blue Sky at Moon Pie.
Find me on Instagram at BetterCat.
You can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Korodono Art. That is KORODONO Art. All one word.
Cool. Well, that's it for us. We'll see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding. You stop poking me.
No, we're not.
Stop. That actually hurt.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch
Yeah,
me.
me.
Oh, there's the outro.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, wait, I clicked on it. Why didn't it go?
Oh, good. They can watch me assault Cass.
I swear.